Sekeres and Price got my game face on. Presentation.
Not pretty.
Apple and Auto Group. No. I will concede that. Another edition of S versus P, our debate segment, and it has a new sponsor. Thank you to LiUNA 1611 BC Laborers Union. My record is so poor, I had to call in a union to get my back. LiUNA 1611 has contractors looking for their members to hire today. Check out 1611.ca. LiUNA 1611 has your back, or at least my back. After a 1-5-2 start this season against Blake on S versus P, he won last week. He smoked me on Twitter or on YouTube, 48-20. It's much closer on Twitter, 53% to 47%. Alas, close only counts, as you know, in a couple of activities. Kind of feel like the Canucks the last couple of seasons heading into November. I know I'm behind the 8 ball.
A lot of hoping and praying.
Facing some must wins a little sooner than you would like to have.
I think you need to fire your GM.
Some must wins.
New coaching staff.
Get a GM.
Plural.
Honestly.
Hire an analytics team.
I may need to go find
staff,
a debate coach.
Performance staff, all that.
Okay, thank you, Grady. That'll do. Today's question, should the Canucks sign one more goalie? I'll be arguing no. Blake will be arguing yes. 2 minutes per argument. And everybody who is voting, a reminder, we are asking you to evaluate the best argument here. We are not asking for your personal opinion, so please try and set all your prejudices, biases aside as you take in the proceedings and then cast your ballot.
I'm like vintage Serena. It doesn't matter if I'm serving or returning. So I will... I'll let you choose today who goes first.
Oh, how very gracious of you. I think I'm going to go first.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mediator Grady Sass presiding.
Yes. All right. You ready?
Yes, sir.
2 minutes begins now.
No, the Canucks should not sign another goalie. This season rides on Thatcher Demko, so bringing in a veteran goalie wouldn't mean as much as it would to a team with iffy goaltending. Arturs Silovs proved himself at the World Championships where he was the best player in the tournament and in 5 NHL games last season. Now, he's not quite an NHL goalie yet, but he has given you every reason to believe and give him the first crack at being the backup goaltender. Plus, the farm club is nearby, so you can shuttle him back and forth. He can play the lion's share of games for Abbotsford, as well as get those spot starts in the NHL when you know you're resting Demko. Now, Spencer Martin, he was pretty good 2 years ago. He's there in case of emergency. And they've added 2 other goaltenders this summer. Zach Sawchenko and European free agent Nikita Tolopilo. They're there to push Martin and Silovs and to round out the depth at Abbotsford and even give ECHL Kalamazoo a starter. So you've got 5 professional goaltenders under contract right now. You don't need any more, particularly since you don't have any cap space. And if cap space were to be manufactured here in the summer, you would want to spend it on a third-line center or a defenseman because those are positions in need. But most importantly here, you've got the best goalie coach in the world in Ian Clark. You've invested in him. Now it's time to trust him. He's had a hand in bringing in these new goalies, so let his plan play out and adjust accordingly if need be. Besides, look at the UFA goaltenders that are available. It's a very threadbare market. Nobody is changing the price of tea for the Vancouver Canucks.
All right. Blake,
Yeah, I'm ready to roll.
your 2 minutes begins now.
The debate is not about Demko. We know he's the man. This is about the starts in between. They need wins there too. And is leaning on young Arturs Silovs the only route to victory there, or should he be left to improve down on the farm? There is no fooling anyone. We know the Canucks are cap strapped, but the good news is the signing for the Canucks won't be to anyone over the bare minimum of contracts to be buried in the AHL. If the Canucks find another backup, that player is either with the team for minimally more than Spencer Martin, a few $100,000 maybe, or they're in the American League. So ultimately, for the kind of player the Canucks are looking for, this shouldn't be a quote-unquote cap issue. A guy like hometown boy Martin Jones, for instance, who is still on a buyout from the Sharks and earned $2 million last year from Seattle, but with a save percentage of just under .900, is likely not going to do much better than $1 million from the Canucks. He's 33, would probably get a throw about playing for the Canucks before he hangs him up, and would merely get the chance to prove that he can't do it. If he can't, you bury him in Abbotsford, which again isn't a bad option for a guy who can still commute there from North Van if he wants to. And then if he is, well, then great. The Canucks have somebody to fill those voids. Do the Canucks have a lot of goalies then? Yeah, they do. Demko, Arturs Silovs, Sawchenko, Tulipilo, and Player X. But they have an ECHL affiliate again this season. They have a chance to populate upwards of 6 positions there. That's why you have the minor leagues. Outside of Silovs and Demko, nobody has a huge upside there as well. They're just aggregating scratch and win tickets. And as Aiden Hill and others throughout history have shown us, you never know when somebody is going to step up and give you some quality starts. And by the way, injuries are a thing too. So just because you have 6 goalies under contract doesn't mean all 6 are necessarily available to you. One more low-cost keeper, it's not a big deal.
Ooh, just
Right
under the wire.
in the neck.
All right, everybody, you've heard the arguments. Now it's time to vote on Twitter and on YouTube. And if you are consuming this on YouTube, we ask you to subscribe and leave a comment down below. Good luck, although I'm not sure you need it.
This clip brought to you by LiUNA 1611, BC Laborers Union. Check out 1611.ca.